Hello there guys, welcome back to Younes Talks Football, welcome back to a brand new video. I hope all of you are doing well today. I'm buzzing now, it's here, it's finally here. Euro 2020 has kicked off. It's day 2 of Euro 2020, but tomorrow is where it gets serious for all of us because England play their first game and it's about to get popping up in here. Now, England versus Croatia, going to be one hell of a game. I'm going to let you know of my thoughts and how I think we should line up. And it's the first preview of hopefully many in this tournament because I expect England to go far. Now, in terms of predictions, I haven't been so good. I told you guys yesterday that, yeah, Turkey would be the side to look out for. And then they go and not show up against Italy in that manner. I mean, they got destroyed. So don't take my word for it in terms of Turkey. When it comes to England, right, we know the deal over here. Let's get into it. England-Croatia. This is tasty. Why? Because this is a rematch. This is a rematch from the 2018 World Cup where we started off so good. We started off so great. Trippier scoring a free kick, sending England 1-0 up. We honestly believed it was coming home. At that point, when he scored that free kick, I remember thinking, we're going to win the World Cup. It's actually happening. It's actually happening. I started to get the same feeling that I got when I knew Chelsea were going to win the Champions League this season. Except it all came crashing down, unlike Chelsea where we done it. But anyway, putting club loyalties to the side, we're all in this together for this. We're all England, so let's come together. When Trippier scored that free kick, I honestly thought, yeah, you know what, we're going to go to the final. We might actually win the whole thing. And then we folded. We just folded. We gave Croatia way back in. The whole Sterling Kane squaring it issue is just something that I think is going to live with us forever. But tomorrow, we have a chance at redemption. We have a chance of taking it to Croatia, getting 3 points, going top of the group and putting us in a nice situation in order to progress into the knockout stages. But this is a hard game. For me, the hardest game of the group so far. So we're starting off difficult. We're starting off hard. I'm sure if we can get past Croatia, we can get past Scotland, we can get past the Czech Republic on the final day of the group. But in terms of Croatia now, they're no mugs. Let's have it right. Croatia, top team. Especially when you look at some of their players. Mateo Kovacic, who I'm very familiar with. Chelsea fans very familiar with. Kovacic, fantastic. Luka Modric, even at his age, we've seen what he's been doing at Real Madrid. He's absolutely killing it. He can ping a ball from nowhere. He can spot a pass out of nothing. You know, you got to keep yourselves on tabs and you need concentration. You need to be able to know how to stop these sort of players. Now, when it comes to England, there's one bit of skepticism. Because let's have it right, this England team has everything to succeed. It has everything. All the talent you need. 3 European Cup winners are there already in terms of this season. Plus the Liverpool lads, who have won the Champions League as well. They know what it means to win a European competition. You look in terms of the attacking talent that this team possesses. It's countless. It's countless. There are players there that are not going to play this tournament. Where if they played for another country, they'd play every game. That's how much depth we have in terms of attacking talent. We have good solidity in our midfield and our back line. I feel like we've got good defenders. We've got a good foundation to build upon. The one issue which we're all scared of that we think is going to hold us back is the way Gareth Southgate is going to set us up. That is it. We're scared that we're going to be playing with a back 5, right? We're going to be playing very negative. We're going to be playing on the counter-attack. We're going to try and soak in all the pressure. And then, boom, try and hit one counter and nick a 1-0. I mean, that is just how Southgate wants us to set up at a tournament. That kind of worked at the World Cup. I'll give him that, yeah, in terms of how it all went down. But when you look at the opposition that we came up against, yeah, you know what? We got away with one. We got away with one. And then when the going actually got tough in the semi-final against Croatia, we just folded. We got tired. We ran out of ideas. We lacked motivation. We couldn't keep going. And Croatia were the complete opposite. So this game, we need to set a standard. And we need to not be scared. Southgate needs to set us up in a way that we are going to take initiative. We are going to take control of the game. From minute 1, we are going to dominate the ball. We are going to have control of the ball. We are going to have control of possession. And not just possession for the sake of it, but possession leading to chances. We need to put Croatia on the overload. We need to make sure that we are the ones that are penetrating ourselves through. us, the ones that are pressing high, putting pressure on Croatia, winning the ball up in attacking areas, not allowing them to come and get into our spaces, near to our defence, in order to, allow Croatia to have chances. We need to prevent that from happening. And we should have the team. We've got the attacking talent. We've got the press. We've got good midfield. We've got good defence. I just don't see why we don't do it. But in terms of the starting 11, this is where it gets tasty. Because as I've said, many of us think that Southgate's going to set up with a back five. Yeah, I'm all against that. As far as I'm concerned, what I normally do for Chelsea previews is I tell you what I think Tuchel's going to do. For this, I'm not going to do that. Throughout this tournament, I'm going to do what I think is best. Me, right? Not what I think Southgate's going to do, because I think the entire world knows what Southgate's going to do. I'm going to try and come up with a solution to what I think Southgate's going to do. So, look, I hope what Southgate does works. Yeah, I hope I'm wrong here. But in terms of what I think needs to happen, let's go through it, and let's go through what I think the starting 11 should be. So, we start off with the goalkeeper, and I know some probably going to advocate for Jordan Pickford. I'm not. I think Henderson is the one that needs to start. I think Henderson is the one that's probably most consistent, and for Man United, in the absence of David De Gea, he's actually looked really good. Pickford has been abysmal for Everton. Let's have it right. So, I think in terms of reliability and less risk, I think Henderson's the man to go to. So, Henderson in goal. I've said that Southgate is going to set up with a back five. Or, 3 centre-backs and then 2 wing-backs. I'm against that. And you're talking to a Chelsea fan that plays with a back 3, back 5, wing-backs under Thomas Tuchel. And it works fantastic. What I'm worried about is I just know Southgate isn't going to approach that formation with the same system as a Thomas Tuchel, for example, where we do advocate for controlling the game with the ball, being able to win the ball up in attacking areas, using our attacking talent. The only thing Chelsea lack is being able to have a goal scorer, where I think England are in abundance of goal scorers. So, look, I think we need to go over back 4. And in terms of a back 4, I'll go Reece James at right back. And look, yes, there may be a bit of bias here, but I think you just can't go wrong. You cannot go wrong with Reece James. And if you've been paying attention to Reece James, you'd know. If this was last season, I'd say, yeah, there's a few issues to his game. There's a few issues to his game defensively. Because last season, or at least at the start of this season, before Thomas Tuchel, he attacks very well. He gets forward very well. His crosses are second to none. If you're looking for assists to come from the wing in terms of a cross, Reece James is your man. But defensively, he was lacking. Now, he is solid. I mean, look at the Champions League final. Had Raheem Sterling in his pocket. He has become so solid. He's used his pace, his power, his strength. He's managed to dominate every single situation. And on top of that, is able to go forward and be an attacking threat. So for me, I'm sorry, he goes ahead of Walker. In terms of right back, he goes ahead of Walker. He goes ahead of Trippier. So Reece James at right back. In terms of left back, I'll go Ben Chilwell. At left back, look, I know at Chelsea, he's kind of been modified as a left wing back. His initial, natural position is a left back. And I feel like the choice between him and Luke Shaw, you're going to get more reliability from Chilwell. It's as simple as that. And in terms of confidence, in terms of what he's achieved this season, I think Chilwell is on a high right now. Keep that going. Keep the consistency. He will give you good games. He will. Trust me. He will. Ask any Chelsea supporter. They'll tell you. Chilwell will give you one hell of a game. Attacking and defending. Offensively and defensively. You don't need to worry. So Chilwell for me is the man. In terms of the centre-backs, 2 centre-backs. Yeah, not 3. We don't need 3. We need 2. Simple as that. I'll go with John Stones and I'll go with Harry Maguire. Some are going to say, Maguire, no. Let's be real. In terms of centre-backs, yeah, we've got these 2. We've got Connor Cody, we've got Mings, and we've got Ben White. Yes, Maguire has a mistake in him, right? But I think in terms of consistency, in terms of a duo that I think can play together and do it well, Maguire and Stones are the 2 to go to. That's just the way that I see it. I think they can both be quite solid. I hope Maguire doesn't make a mistake. That's all I'm saying. I hope, because he tends to. But I think when he's not, when he's in good form, when he's solid, he's a top tier centre back. So we'll see. If there's going to be a change, I would put Connor Cody. I think Connor Cody, out of the rest, is probably the best one to go to. Some might say Ben White. I think he's a decent centre-back, but for me, those are the 2 to go to. So Stones and Maguire. In terms of the formation, I would go with a 4-2-3-1. That is how I would set up. Now, the 2, I would go with Jordan Henderson and Declan Rice. Jordan Henderson, vice captain, I think he's going to be on the pitch. It's as simple as that. I think in terms of pedigree, in terms of experience, in terms of being able to know how to boss that midfield in any situation, Henderson has been there and done it in many situations. He's been there at Liverpool in terms of the highs. He's been there in terms of the lows. He's managed to go through so much transition. I think he's just very, very reliable. Declan Rice next to him, who I think is solid. I think can move the ball quickly. I think has loads of energy. Is able to, I think, come up with a bit of chemistry in terms of who I'm going to say plays ahead of them. So you'll see. I think those are the two that we need to go to. In terms of defensive midfielders, those are the best two England have to offer as far as I'm concerned. Yes, some might say, stick Jude Bellingham there. I think, you got to go with a bit of experience. And I think Henderson can provide you the experience. I think Rice can provide you with the physical attributes. And in terms of, as I've said, moving the ball quite quickly, Declan Rice is someone that I think you can rely on. So for me, those are the two in midfield. Now, in terms of the three in front, this is tasty because there's a lot of options. But let's see if you guys agree. I'm going to go Mason Mount just ahead of the two defensive midfielders. And I think you're going to see a little bond here between Declan Rice and Mason Mount. There's a chemistry there. They are best friends. But still, there is a chemistry. And pay attention to that. Because I think whenever Declan Rice, if we are attacking quite well, bombs a little forward to provide himself as the fourth option in attacking midfield, I think you can see some good combinations between him and Mason Mount. Mason Mount has been fantastic this season. He's been immense. He has been immense. Now, what I've learned about Mason Mount, under Frank Lampard, I think he was restricted. And as crazy as that sounds, because how we've seen him play under Thomas Tuchel, you can see the difference. It's night and day. Yes, he was being picked every single game, but his game was restricted under Lampard. Southgate could not do the same mistake. Under Tuchel, he has a freedom about him. He has a license to roam and an ability to go forward, to go backwards, to honestly go into the box if he has to, provide, the option in terms of attacking a Harry Kane or whoever's going to be up top. Under Lampard, he was just a very conservative box-to-box. And if Southgate does that to him, he's going to restrict him heavily. He needs to be given the license to roam. Go, do your thing. And trust me, if you allow him to do that, he will. So Mason Mount, for me, needs to be on the pitch. In terms of his off-the-ball work, his pressing, his ability to use his energy for 90 minutes plus, he doesn't stop. He's a workhorse. He will, I'm sure, win possession for England in attacking areas a load of times. Keep your eye on Mason Mount and the way that he does that if you are not familiar with him already. Now, in terms of the two next to him, or on either side, I would go with Jack Grealish on the left. Some might say play Grealish in the middle and stick Mount on the left. No, I think Grealish has an ability to cut in, use his skill, use his technicality. He's quick, he's great on the ball sticks to his feet. Allow him to cut in, allow him to dribble, allow him to be that threat. If he's in the middle, I think that restricts Mason on the left-hand side. So for me, I think it would be best to just have Grealish on the left and let him do his thing. On the right of Mason Mount, I would go with Phil Foden. Now, some might say play Sancho. I'm not against that. I just feel like you're going to get more right now from Foden, who has finished the season on a high. He's very consistent. His showings for Man City have been second to none. Young player of the year, fair play to him. I just think Foden has such an ability. And the three of them, I think, can have such a good bond. If Sancho's playing, though, I've got no problem with that. So for me, I'm quite flexible. But for me, out of Sancho and Foden, just for the first game, I would give Foden the opportunity because I feel like he just has so much consistency from Manchester City this season. Carry that forward into the England team. We need everything going for us. And up top, I would go with Harry Kane. Now, Harry Kane hopefully gets assistance from either side of Grealish and Foden and Mason Mount behind him. And as I've said, pay attention to Mason Mount and hopefully how he can be the support system for Harry Kane and vice versa, along with the inverted wingers like Foden and Grealish that are going to be cutting in and providing that assistance. So for me, that is the 11 that I think we should go with. I know Southgate's going to go with something completely different, so don't take my word for this. I mean, this is just my opinion. I think this would be great. I think we're going with a back five. I think we're not going to see this many attacking options. I think it's going to be quite restricted. We'll see what happens. But anyway, that would be my starting 11. Now, in terms of a score prediction, I'm going to be a bit positive on this one. I am going to say England are going to get their revenge. I'm going to say England 2, Croatia 1. I think Croatia have the ability to get through. I think they will score, but England to nick one more. So England 2, Croatia 1, 3 points England on day 1. Top of the group, fingers crossed. We'll see what happens over at Scotland, Czech Republic. And then we look forward to the Scotland game. That is going to be incredible. But England playing at home, I think, is going to be an advantage. We'll see how it goes down. But for me, that is my prediction. Let me know in the description. Not in the description. Let me know in the comment section. Do go to the description to download the OneFootball app. Check out my Twitch. I want to let you guys know because I'm doing the watch long for the England game on Twitch. So make sure you're following me there because it's going to be exclusively on there for the Euros. Make sure. Thank you so much. Leave me your comments in the comment section below in terms of your preview, your predictions, your starting 11. Let me know. I want to hear all of your comments. Thank you all so much for watching. Hit the subscribe button if you are new. Hit that notification bell to be notified once I've uploaded. Hit the like button if you've enjoyed this. And remember, after my watch along, I will be giving you a match review for the England-Croatia game. So make sure you are peeled over here and I'll see all of you there. Thank you all so much for watching. Come on, England. Let's get this tournament going. Let's get it up and running. Let's get 3 points. Come on. Thank you so much for watching. Have a good one. See you tomorrow. Take care and peace.